UAlbany head coach Greg Gattuso says he takes responsibility for starting out the gate slow in this one. Well, Epicenter was the favorite heading into this year's Travers Stakes, and he quickly proved why. Jesse, what a statement made by Union for head coach Josh Hauge's first Mayor's Cup. From Charlotte to Starkville to Syracuse, it's been quite the football journey for quarterback Garrett Schrader, and one that has included a different offensive coordinator each year of his college career. Jesse, head coach Jim Boeheim says physically they were not ready for Saturday night. The Blue Devils defense stifling the Orange offense. Well, 5 Section 2 teams came here to Middletown with aspirations of playing for that state championship. On the track, Cody's Wish has been quite the thoroughbred. The stallion has won his last 6 with winner's circle trips in 9 of his last 10 races.
That's a dream for any jockey, you know. As a jockey, that's all you dream, you know, to get the chance to ride a horse like that, you know. Then to add that to having this beautiful story to it, it just, you know, I don't think it gets any better than this.
Off the track, the 5-year-old has been just as impactful, especially to 17-year-old Cody Dorman.
I guess you can sum it up in one word: special.
Dorman was born with a rare genetic disorder called Wolff-Hirschhorn syndrome, leaving him unable to walk and communicate without using a tablet. In 2018, he and his family participated in a Make-A-Wish at a Kentucky farm where a foal came up to him. A bond was born.
I've been on it a couple times when the horse walks toward him, and you know, he will take 10 to 15 seconds, and it's like they're looking at each other. It's like they're talking to each other in the silent language.
That foal, later named Cody's Wish in honor of Dorman, would start racing at 3 years old. He concluded his 4-year-old season with the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. With Dorman in attendance, Cody's Wish put on a performance that left everyone at Keeneland speechless.
Oh, the wish has come true! That one's for you, Cody! Cody's Wish has won the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile!
You know, there's such an added touch to it with, you know, the relationship between the Dorman family and, you know, Cody Dorman and his wishes. I mean, Cody Dorman predicts before the races what Cody might do, and so far he's been pretty spot on.
I think I was more excited just to have the win for Cody Dorman, just to keep the story going, and you know, and at the same time, the way he did it, I just think he kind of knew that Cody Dorman was there.
Dorman and his family will be reunited with Cody's Wish this week at the Saratoga Racecourse as the stallion prepares for the 96th running of the Grade 1 Whitney Stakes.
It just gives me a real appreciation for the Make-A-Wish Foundation and what it's done for the life of not only Cody Dorman, but probably a lot of other children.
The 1 1/8 mile for $1 million will be Cody's Wish's longest race since his 3-year-old season. Expectations are high with Cody's Wish as the morning line favorite. But with his #1 fan in attendance Saturday afternoon, another Hollywood-esque story could be in the making.
You have to probably see it with your own eyes to understand how beautiful the connection, the bond that they have, and how they communicate. It's just unique. You know, you have to be there to understand that.
Jackson Wang, Spectrum News.
Go!
For Olivia Soares, this isn't work.
Go!
Every time she steps on the ice, she's doing what she loves.
New one! If this side's starting, take off, you're gonna gain the red line, okay? Gaining the red line, taking a shot once you gain center ice.
As an assistant coach for Union Women's Hockey, she's working every day to help her players hit milestones.
Hey, play it out all the way, even if it goes past. Everybody should have the opportunity to try it because you never know, you might fall in love with it.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Lenny Charles is trying to accomplish the same thing for the Union men's hockey team.
All right, grab a puck.
After graduating from Concordia University in Wisconsin, marking the end of his college career, Childs knew he had to stay involved with hockey.
Every time I went to practice, I had this unbelievable energy that I wanted to just get kids better. That's it. And I would get so excited after the 1-hour block that they gave us that I'm like, I really want to do this like all the time.
Childs and Soares both joined the coaching staffs at Union in August. The move was more than just a simple hire.
Hold, hold, hold.
Childs is just the third active black men's assistant coach in NCAA Division I hockey, while Soares is only one of 2 black female coaches in D1 hockey.
You're just going against the person across from you, no matter what they look like or where they're from, but you both share a love for the game, and that should be enough, in my opinion. That should be enough for you both to enjoy it. Maya, Maren, you guys will start, okay?
Soares grew up in Boston and started playing hockey in the 4th grade.
Taking that.
She later took her talents to Ohio State, where she helped the Buckeyes reach the Frozen Four in 2018 and his first WCHA tournament championship in 2020 as team captain.
Certainly we'd love to have a championship one, but it was something that I think just reminds me what I want to experience, what I want the players to experience here, and what we strive for.
Childs took the Division III route for his college career after growing up and learning the game in Maryland. He landed in Schenectady after coaching several seasons in junior hockey leagues.
I've always just been trying to, kind of prove people wrong, I guess, that you could be a Division III guy and be able to, coach good hockey players better than I was, as a player.
Now at Union, the pair are showing the game is for everyone.
Here we go. We'll start on this side.
Believing the representation on the bench goes a long way.
We get to do what we love and show that we belong in the game. And so for me, that's something I just want to show every day. It's our passion for the game, and that it's a space for anyone.
I think it's just so cool that now kids can, no matter what color you are, see every nationality playing the game, coaching the game, making the game better at the grassroots level.
As the regular season begins to wind down, Soares and Childs are continuing to push their players to new limits. Their passion and love for the game visible at every practice and game. At the end of the day, they want to make an impact on their players on and off the ice.
If I can make a small impact on them that day, that I could have a chance to change their career and their trajectory. So that's probably what gets me more fired up.
It just opens so many doors for some individuals, and I think that's something that's fantastic about the game. There you go, good, good.
Jackson Wang, Spectrum News. Jamison Wang loves the journey. He embraces the process and all the hard work that goes along with it.
I love getting better every single day. I love focusing on things that I could get better at during practice. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to be perfect, but you're striving for perfection.
The Cornell quarterback has been chasing perfection since he was 4 years old, when his father introduced him to football.
I always knew I had to work harder than everyone else. That's just what my dad taught me. That's what all my mentors and coaches have fed into me, and that's been their advice.
Wang's father fell in love with the sport after immigrating to the United States from Taiwan. For most of Wang's childhood, his father was his coach, showing him how to read coverages and evade tacklers on the field, but also how to handle negative comments because of his race.
I like to tell this story a lot. I was running out of bounds towards the opponent's sideline, and these kids on the bench who weren't even playing, they came up to me and they're like, "How do you even see out there?" And it's just little comments like that.
But Wang was always taught to respond with his play. The action on the field said it all. As a dual-threat quarterback in Southern California, Wang amassed more than 10,000 yards and 114 touchdowns in his high school career.
My biggest thing is I'm always going to earn your respect on the field. I don't care what skin color I am. I don't care how tall, how big, how fast I am, but I'm just going to earn your respect on the field. It's a great environment. I love playing with my brothers.
After high school, Wang initially took his talents to the Air Force Academy, but he later decided the military and their offensive system wasn't for him. An offer from Cornell was still on the table. Wang saw the opportunity to play for the Big Red while also earning an Ivy League education, too good to pass up a second time.
I was able to get around the guys, get around the teammates, get around the players, get around the coaches, and it really felt like home.
With every snap he takes, Wang knows he's playing for something much bigger. According to the NCAA, there were only 116 Asian Division I football players last year out of more than 30,000 athletes taking the gridiron. Wang takes pride in that representation in the larger community that's following his journey.
That can put a lot of pressure on some people, but I take pride with that. I embrace it, and I really enjoy it.
After seeing limited action his freshman season, Wang took over as the starter his sophomore year, throwing for more than 1,600 yards and 14 touchdowns, and rushing for 559 yards and 8 touchdowns for Cornell.
We're kind of changing the culture here at Cornell when it comes to football, and we're just making good strides of being the best team possible that we could be.
As he prepares for his third year with the Big Red, the goal this season is to win the Ivy League. After his playing career wraps up, Wang wants to get into coaching, just like his dad. A different chapter in the football journey, but still inspiring future generations of Asian American football players. Jackson Wang, Spectrum News.
Move your feet, move your feet.
With just a few days until their next Liberty League game, head coach Kayla Traynor is pushing the Union women's lacrosse team to be quicker and faster.
That's it, Ab, finish.
You know, we use this word all the time, continuous improvement, and that really showed last night.
Just up the road at Niskayuna High School, assistant coach Mark Traynor is going over film with the Silver Warrior varsity girls lacrosse team from the prior night's game.
Being an assistant coach is the greatest job in the world because you show up and you go to practice and you work with the kids, but you don't have to deal with all the administrivia that has to do with coaching.
And out at Syracuse University, head coach Kayla Traynor is looking to pick up another ACC win for the Orange women's lacrosse team.
Growing up in Niskayuna and it being a big lacrosse town, and you know, my family has really been a part of this journey with me the whole way, and so I'm fortunate that I have a lot of support.
All three trainers may be coaching at different levels, but they all have one goal in mind: building relationships.
Here we go. Stay on it.
It's what Mark taught his daughters long ago during his coaching tenures with Niskayuna boys basketball and Union men's basketball.
I mean, everybody wants teams to do well, but there's something really special when groups of kids come together with some common goals and exceed their expectations. And it's a fun process to be around.
Watching their father guide young student athletes growing up while also becoming stellar lacrosse players themselves, it seemed like the obvious path for Alyssa and Kayla after their collegiate careers wrapped up.
Kayla and I grew up going to Saturday morning basketball practices, eating bagels with the men's basketball team, and you know, I think while most kids were watching Disney princess movies, we were watching ESPN classics on Sundays.
He's been such an amazing mentor for us, and you know, inspiration. It's when you watch your father love something so much, it's hard not to love it too.
And Mark wasn't surprised his daughters also got into coaching, a way to continue bonding over their love for sports and competition.
There's always a little bit of competitiveness, but we're at the point in our lives where we really just support each other and call each other and root for each other.
We got the ball back, there should be 90!
In their young careers, Kayla and Alyssa have been able to find success at Syracuse and Union. For Mark, they're at the point where he says he's now learning from his daughters.
My wife knows more than all of us put together, but you know, like good coaches, they're always trying to advance their knowledge of the game.
While the students may have become the masters, the lessons continue, whether it's over the phone, at the dinner table, or after a game. All three always supporting each other for the wins, the losses, and the relationships.
Probably been in hundreds and hundreds of games, and I don't remember very many of them, but I remember all the people. And you know, it kind of keeps me young. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Their successes feel like my successes and vice versa, so just really proud of them.
Jackson Wang, Spectrum News.